A vibrant and complex nation, from the enchanting shores of New England to the golden beaches of California, the United States is a tapestry of landscapes and cultures, with vast regions and cosmopolitan cities blending global influences. The United States enchants the spirit. The land of jazz, movies, freedom, and democracy, the United States leads the global economy with American innovation in technology, energy, and finance. From aviation to the internet, American ingenuity changed the world. Let's explore together and discover some of the most interesting and extraordinary facts about the United States of America. Number 1. The United States and religion. The original 13 colonies, the birthplace of today's United States, were established between the 17th and 18th centuries by European settlers seeking various opportunities, including religious freedom. The search for religious freedom was a fundamental factor in the founding of several of these colonies. For example, the Puritans, fleeing persecution in England, established the Massachusetts Bay Colony in 1630, seeking to create a holy society based on their strict Calvinist beliefs. Other colonies, such as Rhode Island and Maryland, were characterized by greater religious tolerance. Rhode Island, founded by Roger Williams in 1636, became a haven for those persecuted for their beliefs, while Maryland, established in 1634, was the first colony to pass a religious toleration law. Despite the differences between the colonies, religion played a crucial role in the daily lives of their inhabitants. Churches were the center of the communities, where religious services were held. Education was provided, and public affairs were discussed. Religion also had a significant impact on the colony's struggle for independence. Many colonists saw the war as a battle against the religious and political tyranny of Great Britain. Religious freedom was enshrined in the First Amendment to the Constitution, and historically the country has been influenced by a deep religious faith. To understand it is to better understand the identity and core values of the United States. Number 2. New England. New England is located in the northeastern United States and has a rich history that began with the arrival of English settlers in the 17th century. A visit to New England is like stepping into the historic heart of the country. You can start your journey by visiting Plymouth, Massachusetts, one of the first 2 American settlements. Here, you can visit a replica of the Mayflower, the ship that sailed in 1620, carrying a group of English pilgrims seeking religious freedom and a new life in North America. History buffs will also love exploring Boston, the heart of the American Revolution. Hike the Freedom Trail, a 2.5-mile path that winds through 16 important historic sites. Continue your journey to Providence, Rhode Island, the smallest state in New England, but the historic heart of the American Industrial Revolution. New England offers attractions for all seasons and tastes. Hit the slopes at the famous ski resorts of New Hampshire in winter, or witness the breathtaking fall foliage that attracts tourists worldwide to Vermont. If you love water activities, head to Casco Bay, located off the coast of Portland, Maine, a popular spot for kayaking and canoeing. New England is also home to world-renowned academic institutions, like Harvard University in Cambridge, Massachusetts, the oldest and most prestigious university in the country, and Yale University in New Haven, Connecticut. No visit to New England is complete without indulging in its iconic dishes. Savor the delicious lobsters from Maine and the famous maple syrup from New Hampshire. Number 3. The expansion of the United States. The United States transformation, from a collection of 13 colonies to the vast nation it is today, has been a long and complex journey spanning over 2 centuries. This process involved a combination of purchases, wars, treaties, explorations, and even some controversies. Following the Treaty of Paris in 1783, which formally ended the Revolutionary War and granted international recognition to the newly independent United States, the nation's territory encompassed roughly 800,000 square kilometers. However, the landscape drastically changed in 1803 with the Louisiana Purchase from France. This acquisition doubled the size of the country, adding vast territories west of the Mississippi River and setting the stage for westward expansion. Subsequent territorial gains included the purchase of Florida from Spain in 1819, expanding the nation's southern reach, including Florida, parts of Wyoming, Colorado, and New Mexico. The period between 1845 and 1848 saw the annexation of Texas and the Mexican-American War, resulting in the acquisition of California, Nevada, Utah, Arizona, New Mexico, and parts of Colorado, Wyoming, Kansas, and Oklahoma. Further expansion came in 1867, with the purchase of Alaska from Russia, solidifying the country's presence in the northwest corner of North America. The Spanish-American War in 1898 added Cuba, Puerto Rico, Guam, and the Philippines to the U.S. portfolio. Finally, the early 20th century saw the acquisition of the Virgin Islands from Denmark. Beyond territorial expansion, the United States also experienced significant population growth, fueled by immigration from across the globe. This demographic surge, coupled with territorial gains, has played a crucial role in shaping the United States into the global power it is today. Number 4. The Great River Road. The Mississippi River is more than just a waterway. It is a symbol of the American identity, a thread that weaves an epic story of more than 2,000 miles, linking the past, present, and future of the country. Its source, in the cold waters of Lake Itasca, Minnesota, marks the beginning of a fascinating journey through 10 states, through lush forests, golden prairies, and mysterious swamps, creating an ecosystem rich in biodiversity. Historically, the Mississippi has been crucial to the development of the United States. During the plantation era, its fertile valleys allowed the cultivation of cotton and tobacco, feeding local economies and marking the landscape with huge farms. Cities sprang up along its banks, thriving as commercial and cultural centers thanks to river traffic. Cities such as St. Louis, famous for its iconic Gateway Arch, was a pivotal point during westward expansion. Memphis, an epicenter of the cotton trade, is also the birthplace of musical genres that define the American identity. From the melancholic chords of the blues in the Mississippi Delta, to the vibrant jazz of New Orleans, a strategic port at the mouth of the Mississippi, which became a crossroads of cultures, flavors, and sounds. A city that enchants with its French colonial architecture, cobblestone streets, and vibrant music scene. Number 5. The South Atlantic Coast. A region rich in history and culture, a hub of technological innovation and higher education, with iconic cities that have been pillars in the formation of the nation. A coastline that blends history, culture, and natural beauty in an epic journey from Virginia Beach to Miami, Florida, where we find Charleston, South Carolina, a historic gem of cobblestone streets, colonial architecture, and antebellum mansions, consider a symbol of the Old South. Savannah, Georgia, famous for its landscaped squares and vibrant historic district, where the charm of its cobblestone streets transport us to another era. Further south in Florida, at the mouth of the St. Johns River, we find Jacksonville, a modern metropolis, and St. Augustine, the oldest city in the United States, which whispers of the past with its Spanish-style architecture. Finally, Miami pulsates as the vibrant Latin American heart of the United States, a cosmopolitan city with dream beaches. Beyond its historical charm, this region is a mix of history and modernity, with places like Richmond, Virginia, once the capital of the Confederacy during the Civil War, contrasting with cities like Charlotte, North Carolina, a vibrant financial powerhouse, as well as a rich history in the textile and automotive industries. Atlanta, Georgia, an economic and cultural engine of the South, home to transnational corporations, known for its role in the civil rights movement, offers a glimpse to understand American history.
What amazing fact did you find most surprising? Which place would you love to visit the most? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. And see you in our next exploration of wonders around our planet.